Michigan and Jim Harbaugh going into his 5th year as the head coach there. What would maybe be your top storyline or biggest question you'd ask him about?
Well, it's interesting talking to Jim Harbaugh at media days. I've tried to do it before, and it's not easy. And I've tried to listen before, and it can be even harder. So, in terms of talking to him, I don't know that that's going to happen. But I'm interested to find out or to see once they finally take the field is what happens with their running backs. They are relying on true freshman Zach Charbonnet to maybe be the guy. You've got True Wilson, who was the former walk-on defensive back, who is now maybe their number one running back. And so they have some question marks there. They've got a good offensive line, but I want to see what happens with the running backs there and see what Jim Harbaugh has to say about that situation right now and how uncomfortable it is to have to rely on a true freshman as much as they might, because, Ohio State was very fortunate in 2017 when Mike Weber was hurt that they had J.K. Dobbins. They don't always have a J.K. Dobbins, and not everybody has a freshman J.K. Dobbins lying around. Think back to 2003 when Ohio State lost Maurice Clarett. They were left with Lydell Ross and Mo Hall. So, we'll see what Michigan has there to take over. I think it's a concern for them, definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the other side of the football. I think I agree with you to lose Karan Higdon at running back. He left, declared for the NFL, went undrafted. Then Chris Evans was suspended and not coming back, it doesn't seem like. That is a tremendous question mark. They've got great wide receivers with Donovan Peoples-Jones, Tariq Black, several of the other guys, Nico Collins, who also lines up there. So they've got guys who can catch the football. It's a matter of lining up and running the football, I think, is going to be the big question for them. Could be a case where they're better at that by the end of the season than they are at the beginning of the season. To me, the biggest question's on defense, and I know that everybody maintains Michigan has this great defense. They statistically supposedly had a great defense last year, and Ohio State put up 62 points against them. They are pointing to their defense again this year with Don Brown, the coordinator, and a couple key guys like Zach Metellus at safety and Lavert Hill at cornerback and some of these guys. But you lose Winovich, you lose Gary, and you lose Devin Bush, outstanding linebacker. Yeah, you also lose Tyreek Hill. They lose their top 3 tacklers off that defense. And people are trying to tell you, well, it's still going to be a great Michigan defense. And it's part and parcel of the pick a lot of people are making for Michigan to be the team to beat in the Big Ten East and the Big Ten overall. You're going to have to show me. And, 7 in a row to Ohio State, haven't won a Big Ten championship, and going on 15 seasons, the longest drought in school history for the program, with more Big Ten championships with 42 than anybody else. Ohio State has 37 and is creeping up on the outside, and before you know it, could overtake Michigan for the all-time lead in Big Ten championships. But keeping this confined to just the football, I think the running back on offense and the linebackers and really the defense as a whole, I think it's kind of you're going to have to show me type thing that you're going to be as good as the defense that was so great on paper, but still gave up 62 points to Ohio State. So losing their top 3 guys or 4 guys if you count Cannell.